And welcome everybody to Unpopular Reviews Around the Blocks with Mike Knoxxx. The Mike Knoxxx Show, WWE Survivor Series Chicago post show. And if you know it must be big if I'm here immediately following a PLE pay-per-view, because I don't want to just say I told you so, because I ain't no dirt sheet. But this picture was made over a month ago. And then, because I am a fan of intelligent wrestling fans, as this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fans, and fans started to put two and two together and started saying things like, would they really do that? That's a Tony Khan kind of thing. Yeah, Tony, that's what they said. It's a Tony Khan kind of thing. They wouldn't do that. It's too obvious. It was too obvious for who? Not the WWE, not CM Punk, not Triple H, not this fan base, as they continue with this Triple H era push the envelope, the press conference going on right now out of the man's mouths, not my own. No matter where you go, no matter what he does, like him, don't like him, indifferent, they talk about him. And I said to fans a long time ago when it came to professional wrestling, you may not agree with my takes all the time. Sometimes my takes can be wrong. Sometimes I come from, like you, a pure mark, a wrestling fan, and I go a little bonky, crazy, if you will. But overall, like my hashtag bet that segments, I'm betting about 75% in this thing, and no one's in my ear telling me what to do. My name is Mike Knoxxx. I'm your host tonight, but I'm also joined by the Z, and tonight I demand you not to be silent.
Oh my, listen, hell has frozen over. Your boy come back off of social media hiatus. CM Punk's coming back to the WWE. Randy Orton comes back to the WWE. Listen, returns everywhere. You get a return. You get a return. AEW is in trouble. G golly Mundigly, if they ain't in trouble. They are in trouble.
They're still okay. They just shouldn't have did a collision tonight. I'm not going to make this about
I don't even know why I even tried that.
I'm not going to make this about AEW. This is not their night. I think they're going to be just fine. Okay, I do. They're where they are. They can't compete. As I said a long time ago, they're a pimple on a donkey's ass. What I said about TNA. Well, you can put Impact, you could put NWA, you could put AEW all together, and it's still a pimple on a donkey's ass. But AEW is the biggest pimple in a long time on that ass to give WWE any kind of a wanna bust it kind of thing. But again, this is a night about Randall Keith Orton. This is a night about CM Punk. Damn. Screen just fell. Everybody, look at that man's Christmas tree. So get him out of here, script. But listen, guys, today was that day. Today, like I said, right now, going on the Peacock, the Survivor Series press conference is going on. Shout out to Triple H for saying, I know you guys want to talk about it. Let's just go ahead and get out the way right now. I got to thank this big return. I mean, he's a classic. He's a Hall of Famer, R-Truth. Amazing. I loved it. I think he is back in the place. Baby, what's going on, man? Just like old times.
I saw the press conference. Yeah, I saw the press conference in the corner of my eye. So I try to look at it. But, yeah, I mean, listen, we got R-Truth back, too. He's a national, he's a global icon and national treasure. As Stone Cold will say, he's a giant. He's necessary.
He's necessary.
But listen, Survivor Series tonight, if somebody has anything to complain about Survivor Series,
they're going to complain. Come on. You know that.
Listen, Survivor Series War Games match is arguably top 3 greatest match created ever. You can put the Royal Rumble in there. You can put Elimination Chamber in there.
I still don't like this rendition of it.
I love it.
I wanted to be clear. I think the original that Dusty Rhodes did, it's still the best rendition of it. And I think it, and of course we're talking yesteryear today, and we can't really compare, but that's what we do, we compare. I just think it was way more brutal and everything back in the day. I like the other old concept better. That's just me. But this press conference, anything so far that he's speaking about that you want to share with them before we get into the show?
I mean, no, just the obvious, which is CM Punk. That's the obvious, and that was great that they started the press conference off like that because usually Triple H goes last to give you the numbers. But to go literally, like if anybody watches these press conferences, right, it's literally all the winners, everybody, and then it's after everybody else, Triple H comes and gives you the rundown of the whole night. No. If the whole world is talking about War Games right now,
I thought the last couple times Triple H started off. I thought he started the last 2 times, honestly.
I don't think so.
You know, my memory ain't the greatest, but I'm gonna let that be for the peanut gallery. Comment below, let me know what you think. But this press conference going on right now. I see people that I know in the crowd. Chris should be there, but I don't think I see his big head. Executive consultant? No, I can't see his head there. Triple H's glasses is pretty thick on his head, though. My bad.
That was blind, joke. I like the excitement. He kept it going, right? The fact that, you know what? They swerved us again. What was the last return that they did where they showed the icon at the bottom? They had the icon at the bottom, like they were signing off. And
get your button here, Vaughn. Come work.
So while you are calling me, I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, that was good, but I didn't think that it was we gotta go right now good until you said CM Punk. I'm like, bullshit. Listen,
you know, I have been doing this. For those who don't know, I am the longest running African American black podcaster that there is in this business. Okay, and I did this 11 o'clock, 11:30. No, I do that shit when I want to. Because wrestling fans, we talk about wrestling all day, every day. Okay? So I ain't going to dictate a time to be here. I'm supposed to be playing 2K right now, drinking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying the festivities of my Saturday night. But instead,
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
You
are black. I want you to fire me, you fucking mark.
With Tony Khan.
I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get some Mortal Kombat in. I'm trying to get some Street Fighter in. I'm doing a show now. So, you know what? All hell wrestling right now. Wrestling takeover. That's what we do.
That's what we do. About it right here, like I said, Survivor Series War Games was today. And, I mean, look, it's so lazy of a show being put together. I didn't even have a post-show review picture. I've said, oh, he showed up. I made it a few months, about 2 months ago I made that picture, and we talked about it. And there he is, y'all. CM Punk is WWE. You like what I did right there, y'all? Y'all like that? You know what I'm saying? Listen, people, I don't care how you feel about one Bill Phil. I don't care how you feel about him, okay? Because he is box office. He is big time. And I know a lot of people hate him. I know a lot of people hate him.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I know you guys hate him. I know you do. But I don't understand why. That's my thing, right? When it comes to wrestling fans.
You can't be serious.
No, I'm going to tell you why I'm serious. I'm being very serious right now. Because all you ever hear, everywhere you go, when even Stephanie had to break character and say something, it's in the crowd today. Chris is there. Other people there say every time you go see CM Punk chant, they're booing. I just thought there's no way they're going to do it. So they pulled this, and I don't understand why you hate it because as the anti-wrestling WWE fans, you guys have always been anti-WWE. So he's apparently WWE. You're supposed to follow him. He's good on the microphone. He's good in the ring. Well, he used to be good in the ring.
Decent.
He was good in the ring. He was very good in the ring. He wasn't excellent like a AJ Styles in the ring, but he was good in the ring. Okay, we get it. They're still chanting his name because maybe we'll get some real ice cream bars this time. I'm just saying that you can actually get in the store. That'd be good, right? If I can actually go buy them this time. You know, I had one in Chicago on that Friday night, but I don't know why you hate the guy. I just don't. I don't see nothing to hate about him. And I don't want to hear for you say it. He bitches and complains and moans. You already know how I feel about every big you cannot name a wrestler that has been at the top of this game who did not think for themselves. I will wait. You may give me one. I'm not going more than 3. Stone Cold, what did he do? He took his ball and ran home with it, right? Bret Hart refused to give up the title, right? Shawn Michaels couldn't get off the booger sugar, right?
Have the insights to do it.
That would never get old.
You know, booger sugar, and I mean, the list, Brock Lesnar, Sasha Banks, the list goes on and on and on. As Gunther steps to the stage, you people, they had you fool thinking Miz was going to win.
I was one of the people that said that I thought Miz would have won that tonight.
And you know what? And it kind of felt like he kind of should have and would have. My thing about that, we'll talk about that in a second. Let me backtrack. I should have brought that that fast, so I'm going to save it there. But this guy coming back, your thoughts? I don't know why people don't like him, Phil. I just don't.
I'm going to choose my words very wisely because I don't want to contradict myself, because I have been on your show many times and I have been a CM Punk fan. I'm not a fan of you know why I looked at CM Punk in a different light the minute that he got on Colt Cabana's show, and all he did was ran down that I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. And it's like, how are you so ungrateful when you're on a Mania card and wrestling The Undertaker? You had one of the best storylines going into that Mania, and you absolutely hated it. It was one of the best matches on that card.
Let me heterosexually pause you and say, you want to be in the main event at WrestleMania, or you want to go against Undertaker at WrestleMania? And I get that says, woohoo, it's still Taker at Mania, but you ain't beating him.
You might not beat him, but at the same time, you're going against Taker, and if Taker makes you look good, or you make Taker look good, Taker is the ultimate professional, right?
Okay.
He's the reason why you can get extra money for your WrestleMania check, and all you got to do is just be a professional about it. I mean,
just be a professional.
But I just think that I've never looked at CM Punk as a great wrestler. I've never liked the moniker of best in the world, because he's not ever been regarded as best wrestler in the world.
That's not true.
Ever.
That's like saying Kobe Bryant only had that 2-year run because LeBron came and took the mantle from him. People will say that. I know you wouldn't, but you know, you've heard that side of the argument, just to flip sports for a second there for those who understand what I'm referring to. Again, you have never heard me say he's one of the best physical in-ring wrestlers of the world. And I think when it comes to wrestlers, right, you know how I go with Roman Reigns, okay? Here's my point with that in making this. Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world, but he's not physically in the ring the best wrestler in the world. So you don't have to be AJ Styles. You don't have to be Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle. Those guys are exceptional. Those are anomalies. We don't get those guys. Brock Lesnar, who gets no respect. You know, that's why I put him in my top 10 technical wrestlers. We talked about that. CM Punk's not that guy. But I'm going to put Punk up there with a Jericho.
I mean, and
I put Punk up there with the Macho Man Randy Savage, and people do. That's the second time.
I got ghosted here, bro. What the hell?
So I'm putting him up there with the best of the best. Great fucking. Oh, thanks, honey. I know it is a great fucking show. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Damage Control is going to turn on Bailey soon. We know that. We know that. Oh, I think it's up. He had a belch, y'all. There it is. CM Punk is the best fan-based wrestler. His communication to the people. Listen,
CM Punk, I would.
I wore this shirt all day. I can't lie. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to lie, and I'm with you with that. My kids will tell you. I've worn this shirt since I woke up this morning. You know, I'm very strategic when it comes to my fandom with wearing T-shirts and hats.
Shout out to the legacy hat, though. I'm just noticing that.
I had to pull that out.
Well, you got that.
Flair.
I gotta say, excuse me. 2009.
Listen, Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler Even though she need the shit out of old girl in the head to stay on that moonsault.
She looking good. She looking real good too.
Tell me
Got
when
them
I'm
veneers
telling
popping.
lies. Okay. Listen, she need the hell out of was it EO Sky when she did that moonsault, yo, right in her head, yo. It was like I thought she bust her open. Okay, but CM Punk, we're gonna talk about that in a second. But let's talk about this female Survivor Series matches. They're on my TV right up for you right now. We got Shotzi, we call her Botsy, and I called it. We all called it. I mean, that's why y'all call her Botsy. Y'all know I hate that name, but damn it fits her so well. Who literally cut the worst promo in pro wrestling history on SmackDown last night.
It was funny.
It was beyond funny. It was horrible. And the fact that Triple H, who that's his girl, he's been riding with her. He must see something that we do not see. Commented on her tonight about her performance. Well, I don't see it. My little girl, and maybe my little girl's, which is explainable. She's me. You know what I'm saying? So, but she likes people I don't like. But no, nobody in my household likes Shotzi. Okay, but she's in this match. Charlotte Flair just spoke about Bianca Belair and the man, Becky Lynch, coming out looking really good tonight, in my opinion, taking on Damage Control. And, they came out just amazing.
King Coda.
I am literally loving this faction. I don't care where it came from. I don't know shit about Japan wrestling. Okay, if it ain't in America, I don't watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. The closest I got to any international wrestling other than Puerto Rico, because I have friends that wrestle down there, was Lucha Underground. Okay, so I hate people be like, "Ooh, I know it." No, the fuck you don't. How you pronounce his name? Who? What is his name? What is his storyline? Sorry if I'm offending anybody of any of that. They're not trying to be that way. Just trying to say that wrestling fans will like anything just because it's not this product. If you didn't like this product today, then you're a jackass. Go ahead, man. In this match, your thoughts on this match, man. The winners of this match, which I should have called, by the way. Oh, look at Jobber Chair Podcast on Survivor Series post show. Shout out to my man Wilkins right now.
Nice.
Asking the question.
Nice. You know what? First of all, that was very racist. You know what it reminded me of? It reminds me of Samantha Irvin.
I'm so sorry.
When she's announcing Io Sky coming to the not Io Sky, but Xia Li from Ching Chong, China. Oh, that's what you sound like.
I was just trying to.
Let me just say kudos to all 8 of these women that was in this match, and shout out to King Coda on the outside doing a phenomenal job supporting her team.
I don't think that was horrible booking.
No, absolutely not. No, because the story isn't wins and losses with Damage Control. The story is the battle within Damage Control for who is actually the leader, and if Bayley is actually going to be the one to get kicked out, or do they give us a swerve? The writing's on the wall, and everybody's saying da 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 da. But we can still get an ultimate swerve. So let's hold it off there. They can, I mean, the Kabuki Warriors are just a tag team in themselves. So they can opt to leave and just go for tag team. So, but that's something else. That's something else. Bayley, absolute chef's kiss. MVP of that match. She started it. She took the fall. It was amazing. She definitely called a lot in that ring. Appreciate it, Nikki. I'm sorry. Bayley.
I kind of like tuned you out because my man was talking and he had him laughing and stuff. So as you was talking, then I'm telling you right now, the DMV Facebook group, if you're not a part of it, Jobber Tears Facebook right now. Wrestling announced. What's the Black Women's Joint in the DMV also?
I have no idea.
Women's of Wrestling was just on there as well. Like shout out to all the people out there doing their thing right now in Chicago. My black ass should be there, but I got a family to support because that's real to me, damn it. All right? I don't go to wrestling. They can't eat. Well, I'm going to say to them when they're in the streets and they can't eat and they eating bologna and cereal. Like they Theo Huxtable thinking he could get out of bologna and cereal. My kids like ramen and that top shelf shit that costs like $10 a piece. I be telling my wife, what the hell is wrong with you buying $10 ramen? They better go get that $2 shit. But that's what they like. But this match was great. And I'm sorry, they had to win this match. Like, I'm mad that I picked Damage Control, right? And I got thrown off by Shotzi being in this match. and not saying this match was for Shotzi to get over in a sense, right? You're in the ring with 3 of the greatest of all time. If you look at if you go to the whole entire match, you got 3. You got 5 women of this 8 women's match that are Hall of Famers, and not just Hall of Famers, like some of the greatest of all time to do it. Okay?
Yeah.
And Bianca Belair and Asuka and Bayley and Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Like, this match, to me, it set me up as a fan, like some of you guys who thought Cody Rhodes was going to win last year at WrestleMania. I should have known better. Okay? So, now we're even, right? Y'all were wrong about Cody. I was wrong about Damage Control. But the right team did win this match. Look at that right there. I'm sorry. The girl got a TV show coming out, for heaven's sake. That Charlotte Flair, for heaven's sakes, playing a face. Okay? I don't know who's the worst face. You know, I love her or MJF. Okay? That's just me. I don't know who plays the worst face. Cody Rhodes is on
Jesus,
TV.
Cody Rhodes wearing glasses? This motherfucker's old too. All these motherfuckers is old.
They're old. They're old. We watched it 20 years ago, and I had this hat for legacy, baby. Okay. But we got this match here, and Gunther should have known what he was getting coming to him, and that was a good match. Anybody underestimates The Miz, just stop it, okay? You may have hated on him on Real World, like me, not like him, okay? But
him and Tech Money are my favorite.
Tech
Money, that is for days.
Is my guy. You know when you back in those days, wrestling was really serious to me. You know what I mean? Where now I get it, right? But I'm like, I hated seeing the representation of somebody I thought was making fun. Like if he was making fun of me as a black person. That's how I felt The Miz at wrestling on Real World. I thought he was a clown. And then, boy, was I wrong. You know what I mean? And again, I say it for those who don't know, WrestleMania 27, you can hate me now. That turned me in all my favor of The Miz, and he earned my respect just from that intro alone, and it made me look at what he's accomplished. You get into this match, really good match. The Miz still has it in him. Okay, Gunther, this is what I wanted to say earlier. You brought it up on Monday's show when you joined me on the Mike Knoxxx show. You can catch every single Monday at 6 p.m. When I be there at 6 p.m. because I'm here right now. And also Dick Consultant was on there as well. And we talked about how, again, hashtag Depth to Dirt Sheets. Where you at, Michael Smith? Hashtag Depth to Dirt Sheets. Okay.
Before you proceed, since your boy is back off a hiatus, you know I gotta bring it right back. You've been keeping it alive, but I gotta take the reins now. Hey, Dave Meltzer, motherfuck you. Courtesy of the Dice Man. Proceed.
So, for everybody who follows that, it's like, well, he was saying how he wants to give the belt away. He was saying how he's tired of doing this. They were saying that Randy Orton can't do an RKO. And all I ever say to everybody who's ever watched anything about wrestling, fuck what you're reading, because why would someone tell you? Like, it's like, I didn't like the way Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné did the fan at the expo. But she made a good point, though. I thought she could have been a little more polite, but she was right. Why would I tell you the story? Are you going to buy the book? Yeah, then it's going to be in the book. What do I gain from telling you? This on the bump. This is on Busted Open. I don't give a damn where it is. They don't have the permission to tell you what's going to transpire because they feel that way. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be champion no more. Who cares? Before you were champion, nobody cared about you. You were fat. You look completely different. You got a wife now. We're doing big things together. Let's just keep this going. Okay? That's Gunther. Your thoughts on this match real fast. I'm done with it.
You know me. I'm a Miz guy through and through. The ring general, doing what he does best. But what I admire so much about this match was the psychology of it, because what it was is Gunther was literally getting, I don't want to say out wrestled, but he was getting outmaneuvered by the Miz. And that showed the story that they was telling is that this guy, the Miz, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. No matter
if better ring general man, who you think's a better ring wrestler, technician?
Out of those two?
Yeah.
I think that it's actually Miz. I think that Miz probably called the match.
Okay.
Probably the finish in the middle when he did the spot with the turnbuckle. I believe that WWE trusts the Miz that much to have him call the match. He knows how to put people over, but at the same time, as much as he put Gunther over, he got over even more in himself just by the mannerisms that Gunther did, looking at him like, This little motherfucker almost took my title. I underestimated you.
Everybody like, follow, and subscribe, and share this, please. We are live. Share all of this right now, please. You made my point for me earlier, too, about the CM Punk thing, right? Because majority of people will look at this and go, Gunther. Right? Miz called this match. Because it still means something. This is why I always try to tell wrestling fans who are heavy AEW, right? And think because we may speak down upon AEW and other promotions that we don't like said promotions. LeBron will never be the king to me. He's the king. He will never be the GOAT to me. But I'm not going to talk dumb about LeBron. I like basketball and it's before my eyes. He's fucking one of the greatest.
You know what? Hold on one second. Okay, go ahead.
Because they do that. And you look at this, I can say this in good membership. There's a reason why sports entertainment is what every single wrestling company thrives to be. I don't want to hear, shout out to Daniel in the Unpop Review group who I mentioned something about, and I'll get to him in a second, and I could, whatever, we talk about in a second, but Jey Uso. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this man got this crowd going crazy. He said they dropped the ball on him. I said, no, they didn't. He said they should have gave him the belt. I said, just because he's over, don't mean you give him the belt. And I get he could have got it if it was anybody but Roman. Mm-hmm. Yes, I could have seen him as world champion, but not with Roman. And my argument's sake was saying, and he said, well, look how good, look at that. It does good for the other companies. That's WWE's problem. That's Vince McMahon's booking. No, that's Pro Wrestling 101's booking. I don't care if it's your local indie promotion. I don't care if it's local pro wrestling. I don't care if it's FWF. I don't care if it's CCW. I don't care if it's ECWA. I don't care if it's MLW. That's wrestling motto. It's not just your over guys get over. The guy that can get the money in the ass in the seats. It's not just the over guy. Rusev was over as fuck. You're going to make Rusev your world heavyweight champion because when he was Muska Moska, y'all didn't want him as world champion, and that was his best run. Go ahead.
Listen, before I go, Michael Smith, listen, I am the person that thought that Miz was going to beat Gunther. The reason why WWE made me remember who the Miz was. Will go down as arguably one of the greatest top five intercontinental champions in my book. Of course Miz? You got Razor. Yeah, of course you got Razor Ramon up there.
Top five?
Of course you got Razor Ramon up there. I
don't think it's close.
You possibly have Jericho in there, depending on how you like it, but that's neither here nor there. But
Razor Ramon, Miz, Macho Man Randy Savage, Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect. Next.
Touche.
Ask me next week. I'm gonna forget that whole fucking line.
Yeah. But off the top, that's great. I can't even poke a hole in any of that.
So ahead.
The thing is, what you were saying about Jey, if he would have beat Roman. Mm-hmm. Now, are you going to tune in every week to see Jey defend it? Probably not as much as you would see if you would tune in to hope that Roman loses it. And that's why WWE is great in what they're doing with his reign, and they're just taking the rug out of our feet every single time. Is because one, the history books need to be updated. Mm-hmm. Let's just face the history books need to be updated.
Except for the streak, that could have stayed the same. Nobody had to win the streak.
Yeah. But so Gunther he's had his time at this point in time. We don't want this IC championship run to get too out of hand to where we have to wait another 20, 30 years for a record like this to be broken. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So WWE made me believe, and I am fickle like that. And that's fine. That is fine because
I ain't gonna lie, it made me think for a second. I thought 100% Gunther. As this match progressed, it would have made sense in the sense because of the way Michael Cole, who was.
He's good at swerving. He's good at swaying your opinion.
Say something.
He's really good at swaying your opinion.
Because I've heard
at this point, he's on Jim Ross's level.
Michael Cole is the greatest wrestling announcer of all time. What he said tonight about Rhea Ripley. Do you have a dictionary? Go look up the word star, and you're going to see Rhea Ripley's next to it.
And the funny thing is, you never hear that about a heel. Mm-mm. Never. You never hear the commentator say that about a heel. I thought that was genius.
Yeah, I was little. That was brilliant to me. I thought that was good. This match real fast. It didn't happen. We got
Yusuf was not moving no doggone merchandise.
I didn't
Get out of here.
I didn't want to say that part.
No, I will. You
No, he was moving merch. He wasn't a top merch seller. He was moving merch.
Everybody can move merch. R-Truth moves merch.
I'm sorry. Cole is the GOAT of commentary. Okay. Again, wrestling is subjective. You're probably an Apple fan. I'm an Apple fan, but you're probably an Android guy. You probably prefer PlayStation over Xbox. Guess what? It's fools on all of us. They're all making money. Your opinion's your opinion. I'm not knocking JR. I'm not knocking Gordon Sully. I'm not knocking Gorilla Monsoon. I'm not knocking Vince McMahon.
You want to know the difference? You want to know the difference between them two, right? JR could make you hate somebody. It's a clip on YouTube and Facebook. Goddamn Triple H, you son of a bitch! Why? He can make you hate Triple H, but the way that he calls a match will not sway you to believe that such and such is going to win or lose. However, when I'm listening to Michael Cole throughout the years, especially if not the past 9 years, Michael Cole he's been able to sway me and make me think. And he can keep up with the action a little bit more than JR was able to.
He could unfortunately because of the setback.
Yeah.
What people don't get about Michael Cole is what
you find some numbers. Some merch numbers then.
That I thought, which I'm going to think are fabricated. I just don't. They've never ever shown you the numbers in their book. They don't open up their book and say Stone Cold sold X amount of shirts. They don't do that.
No.
So when y'all get that information, y'all gathering that, not saying you necessarily, from somebody who, quote unquote, however they did it, get it. They don't give out that information. They do not. I got stock in the company. They don't do that stuff. Okay. But people may think that Michael Cole is not the greatest of all time because of his history to get to this point. It was a terrible start. He was Hermie. He went through all those things, but over the years, he has really learned wrestling, and he has really sold people over. He gets people over. He's not JR over. He's not Styles over. Who I personally thought
Joey Styles
was great, but people would consider him like the Gus Johnson of wrestling commentary, just too much sometimes, kind of like Mike Knoxxx.
Normie, you have a good point. I like that comment. You can tell sometimes you were able to tell when Vince was in Cole's ear a lot of the times. And now I think you're right. Since
where else
Vince
would he
is
be
not
GOAT for though?
Huh?
I mean, he's saying GOAT for WWE.
Yeah,
else could he be GOAT? That's the only place he ever commented.
That's literally, you listen to JR's commentary on AEW. It's terrible.
It is very bad.
It's terrible. He's so out of tune with pro wrestling. It's not even funny.
He calls them all WWE names all the times. But this match didn't happen because they ended up putting in Dragon Lee. Right guy won. My guy Del Phantasm is back doing his thing. I thought it was going to be match of the night, but it couldn't be because it was just way too much shit going on.
Yeah.
Then we got this girl, the Eradicator versus
their
Zoe
package.
Stank.
Package.
For
package
who?
For Zoe Stank.
Zoe Stank, who pulled off some great moves tonight. Oh my God. I'm not knocking her, calling her that she sucks. People, I think it's funny, the Tony Stark reference. My kids like it also.
It's great.
It's hilarious. What she did in the ring, that flip she did, what she did, the one flip and did flip, man, Zoe Stank can go. See, that's her name.
Why do y'all never get the Zoe Stank reference every time? Have y'all not seen Avengers? Like, what? Come on now.
That's my baby girl. She's playing. That's my girl trolling y'all. Okay.
Yes.
Listen.
Hey, Normie said the greatest thickness of all the times versus Vin Diesel. This is great.
Listen. As I just realized now, my baby girl is listening. I gotta be a little careful now with this line.
Let me take over.
I gotta pull it back.
Listen, Rhea Thickly.
I am ready right now to give her, and I'm sorry, Bianca. I am sorry because I'm sorry.
Don't make me pull this.
I don't care if you go pull out your Julie Hart. I don't care if you pull out whoever you want to pull out. Rhea Ripley tonight has the best ass in professional wrestling.
Well, listen, I'm hyperventilating right now. Listen, it was great. That thing was hanging out the trunks. It was hanging out the trunks. But this week, did you see Anna Jay versus Sky Blue?
I watched
top 3 asses of the week.
It is.
Top 3 asses of the week.
But listen, there's a difference. See, it's like good fine music in R&B, right? Right. So you have to. A heart-shaped os is the os you want to do the best. Sometimes just because it's good and it's heavy and it's got the cheek action. No, it got to be soft too, like a marshmallow.
You just took it to a place. This has got really weird. This got really weird.
Listen. Go to listen. I want to talk about this right here because CM Punk is the man. And we're going to talk about that again momentarily. But listen, this match was incredible. I like the storytelling in the match. I like who they continue to call the captain of Judgment Day. Hold on. You got your plan, I got my plan. To Randy, is he going to show up? Is he not going to show up? When he does show up, we had that moment where was he going to really attack Jay? A lot of things going on. I like what Drew McIntyre had to say Monday. It makes sense. I'm supposed to just forgive what you did to me just because all of a sudden now you've changed your ways. That's why I personally think Jay's is an op. I do. I think it'd be hilarious that Roman sent Jay to Raw like WWE sent Hogan to Impact TNA. It's what I believe. I can be completely wrong, and I probably am completely wrong. I just would love to see that, okay? But Orton comes back, and I just thought, because here's the thing about intelligent wrestling fans. So just because you're intelligent don't mean you're smart, okay?
I know some intelligent dummies.
Hey, what's that rapper? Joe Buttons. Just being honest, I do. He speaks so intelligently, but he's the dumbest dude I've ever heard talk, okay? Just my opinion. Don't like it. Listen anyway. This man, they were saying, because he had back issues, he could not do an RKO. Well, let me just think about this for 1 second. If you have a back issue, you shouldn't be wrestling, period. How are you going to prevent a body slam? How are you going to do your body slam, your cradle power slam off the rope?
Best power slam in the business.
Even though you're on top, your body weight comes, that's your back. It's still torque there.
Yep.
He wouldn't be coming back. So when I heard that being said, a lot of times lately, I just sit back and be quiet. When this happened tonight, what happened next after this happened tonight, my inboxes are still going off. This match was great. The storytelling, the right team won. Judgment Day shouldn't have won. The way Rhea Ripley came out there to catch him, he was like, "How you do that?" I'm like, I'm like, that was great.
That was the plan. That was great.
That was the plan. That was great. And then Orton just does Orton and comes in and has a phenomenal showing. He looks the best I've seen Orton in years. Okay, look, he's gained some muscle there. Okay,
he looks better than he did when he came back from that motorcycle accident and he had all the scars on his arm and he got the double sleeves. Because remember, he came back chiseled like a bag of dope.
Kira Hogan's always on my list, by the way. So
cut up.
And Scott, so I like this entire list you got going on. I ain't gonna lie, but you didn't put Bianca in there.
Yeah, Bianca. Yeah,
you didn't put.
If you got Kira out there, you gotta have Bianca.
And you still don't got Flaming Young in there. She's still top 10 in the business. Okay.
I want to say I said this to you offline. Him standing right across from Drew McIntyre, he looked just as big, if not bigger, than Drew McIntyre in the arms and the chest. Pause. That man is jacked. He put on extra baby oil too. Pause.
Listen, I said, and I ain't gonna pause. I said, yo, that man looked good.
That's why I tweeted. I said he looks incredible.
He looks incredible.
Incredible.
Listen, I had to pull out when I heard he was coming back, and I said, "There's no way they're going to pull him off coming back, and then have had outstaged by having CM Punk there." But it didn't matter because the chance was just too much for them not to do, and they had to get CM Punk in the building. But I just watched this, and I just remember. This was supposed to be Orton's comeback, right? What happened? How come? I mean, the winner, when anybody you thought should not have, you think the right people won the match?
Personally, no.
Okay.
I think that the story within the Judgment Day is so strong. I think it's stronger than the story that was within the Faces. Right.
I think Judgment Day is amazing, and I thought the way they were winning that match, I thought they were going to do the same thing that the Bloodline did.
And you're right,
but here's the thing: the same way you look at the women's one, Damage Control should have really won by storyline, but if you look at, again, people don't want to admit it, and this is where everybody will complain about something, they might complain about this. Maybe the right teams did not win, right? Damage Control had the better story. If they were going to lose, they should have turned on Bailey. They didn't.
The struggle within themselves. Yeah.
But you have all those powerful women there. How can you lose? Again, people, y'all don't want to admit this. You may never know the answer to this. I don't know the answer either. Just speculating here. Those egos weren't losing that match on the other side versus them girls. In this case, you got, how you going to keep Cody big? How you going to bring back Randy Orton? How you going to keep Jay big? How you going to keep Sammy big? They can't lose to the Judgment Day, right? The Judgment Day can still come back and be the Judgment Day. They're not the level of these guys individually, you know, as superstars in the company. So the right teams did win, but there is a compelling argument for the other side there. Phil, your final thoughts on this match?
I will say this spot paying homage to arguably one of the greatest prototype wrestlers that you want to chisel somebody. I know executive consultants say he would like to model a guy after Drew McIntyre. I say it's Randy Orton. I think that that spot, Orton getting his, let you know that I'm back with the power slams, amazing. He's still the best power slam in the business. And then the RKO from the top, that was just,
he almost broke that man's neck.
That was just nuts.
He almost broke that man's neck.
He definitely timed it a little bit late. Kind of just let him drop and just,
Almost
I think he just more.
I can't say it again.
He just more so guided him. I do like the exchange between Randy and Jay. I don't think that it's over, but for those that are watching and listening closely, you can hear and see Jay tell Randy, "Hey man, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry."
He did.
He said it multiple times, and then he saved Randy and when he gave a super kick. So I still don't think that it's over with that. And we got a lot of story left to say what happens now that Randy's back. We got main event players across the board for Monday Night Raw. I mean, look, all 5 of those guys can very well go for that World Heavyweight Championship that Seth Rollins has. You got Damian, you got Jay, Orton, Cody, Sammy, Finn still can, and then you got CM Punk. So where does CM Punk fit in all this? Who knows? We definitely need to see. That was actually posted like 4 minutes before CM Punk went out. But what happens next with all of the talk that has been in the press, in the interviews throughout the years that Seth has said, that Roman has said, that anybody in WWE's main event status right now have said, like, what happens now? And this is the reason why, like, I am so much intrigued about what is going to happen. I don't even care about football tomorrow. I care about Monday Night Raw and what's going to happen.
My Eagles play.
Well, but still, I am super excited to see what's going to happen. I love football, but I watch football all day. But this right here has me intrigued. I'm locked in. It's like, dang, this goes off, and all I got is a press conference to hold me over. I'm probably going to watch this.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it again. What can they say? I'm going to be honest with you. They can't say nothing. I keep expressing to people, I love you. You're my brother to me. But it's show business. It's called show biz, not show friends. You feel me what I'm saying? You hear me all the time. I say to you, I say it to a consultant. At times I got to talk to him and I say, hey, I'm talking to you as your business partner, not your friend. Okay? That's business. See, I don't give a god, how you say it, good dog goddamn how they feel, okay, about bringing him back. Because you know what bringing him back does? CM Punk chants, more t-shirts, more money. That is one bill feel.
I you know what? Now I feel the way that Seth feels or felt the way when Cody came back. Mm-hmm. Still, Cody and Seth might feel that same way about Phil. You went to the company. Their main goal was to take us down. They threw shots after shots after shots at us. And yet here you are.
It's wrestling. That's what people
It's okay. It's okay if it's wrestling. Yeah. The I guess what I'm saying, the point is their promos and their word and their message against WWE was so strong. It was so strong, and it sounded like it was hated. Like it sounded like it was hatred. So this is where I see, like, I kind of, I mean, I feel what Seth is saying, right? But I also feel where Cody is saying, like, I am in a sense a prodigal son, and I need to do this for my father. Me winning an AEW World Championship does nothing for my legacy because my daddy didn't do it.
You think Jericho won't be back?
Jericho will definitely be back, but I think it'll be just to retire. But I mean, Jericho's almost 60, so I mean, he's a lifer. That's fine. Edge is a lifer. Show is a lifer. Billy Gunn is a lifer. They'll be back. Let them go ahead and soil their royal oats, and that's fine. But this coming back after how long has it been? 9 years? 9 years. That is literally nuts. I think that's as long as I've known you. We've known each other. It's about 9 years. So like this is that is nuts. Like Jericho's 73. Jericho's in 73. Is he? No, he's not 73. He's got but I literally have goosebumps right now. Like hearing I listened to the remastered version of it, and I was like, he ain't got that feel yet because I don't hear no crowd music behind it. And the minute you heard me, I was on the phone and this shit happened. I'm like, okay, call the personality.
I said we're doing a show right. As a matter of fact, I don't say. I said we're going live right now. You said what? No. I said we're going live. Now you said why? I said CM Punk. You said the dumbest thing we all say. Every time someone says some unbelievable shit, we all say the dumbest shit. Stop lying. For real? Say word.
What's that? You sound like Usher on Confessions. Put that on everything. I mean, top to bottom, this was amazing pay-per-view. Especially with what AEW had the week prior with Full Gear, and so many people still reeling about the Swerve Strickland and Adam Page match, which literally might get match of the year. But this War Games match is pretty good to combat that. Honestly, I mean, there's action, there's storytelling, there's surprises. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. But for WWE to say, all right, I see you 50. We about to raise you 100. We all in. No pun intended. And they swung for the fences.
Well, the fences were swung because I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't, nobody likes to be wrong. Right? I
said it wasn't ever going to happen.
Right? What did I say though? Just be honest. What did I say?
You did put the bug in the ear, but I also told you today, I said I just heard the remastered version.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about today. Like, today was me calling Chicago was me trolling 2 months ago.
Well, no,
you saying Chicago was me trolling, but I said this. I said he'll be back as soon as he left. I said, because remember the questions were being asked. Will he go there? That was like the first next thing, and I said absolutely. You said, and everybody kept saying, well, why would somebody take him back? I said, why would they not take him back there? He's CM Punk.
If they took Ultimate Warrior back,
you took Ultimate Warrior back. You took. I mean,
you took Scott Steiner. You took Scott Steiner back. No, and Scott Steiner for 15 years.
But people did bad to the company, WWE. Though. But I'm saying maybe right. But like people did. Sabu showed up. Like the list goes on and on and on. Look at Paul Heyman now. I get he always got the rough stuff. I mean, but it's your job if you are into wrestling. Like if I'm an up and coming rapper, I'm saying fuck you Drake, fuck you Lil Wayne. I better have the bars to back it up. But if I do and I say that, my clout goes through the roof because that's how you make a name for yourself. So when people say, you can't compare this to that, you can't compare them to this, then y'all stop fucking saying their name. You get your pops and things like that because you bring in the old talent, which you would say, oh, they're just wrestling. No, that's their talent. Like when they were bringing in WCW guys, that was WCW's talent. Okay? You stop saying their names, and then that won't happen. People won't compare. Wrestling is here to like and here to stay for everybody. It's not going nowhere. It's not consulting.
Time out. Did you see this? I just happened to. Seth Rollins is snapping. He was snapping after
when Punk showed up.
Yes, he's giving middle fingers saying fuck you.
Well, here goes the consultant. He was there.
Well, that's the only reason how come I'm hopping on this because I don't like doing this when I'm unavailable to be on video. Yes. But after the show happened, Seth Rollins did go crazy to the point Michael Cole and Corey Graves had to physically restrain him. because he wanted to attack CM Punk so badly. Gave him middle fingers and everything. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure it was all storyline.
Right now, this
I'm
is
gonna say,
nuts.
what did I say on Monday? I said that's the WrestleMania match.
That is the WrestleMania match, and that's exactly why I said that. I put in the comments, Randy Orton's going to SmackDown. That's just, right now, if you put Randy Orton and CM Punk on Monday Night Raw, Raw is way too overcrowded.
Yeah.
With babyface main event level talent. And shout out to Mike because
How's somebody calling you? They know you're on air. I know they know
right,
you're
you know
on
what I'm
air.
saying? I don't understand why Willie does that. Congratulations to him. He won the championship for this this pay-per-view.
All right.
But,
okay.
I think you did a good job mentioning something about Roman probably sent Jay over to Monday Night Raw. I think somebody has to turn. It's just too many baby faces right now. So, I mean.
And too many big baby faces. But I don't think Punk's a baby face.
Punk is definitely the heel in this situation.
Punk's a tweener.
He's gonna start off as a baby face and he's gonna end as a heel.
Well, how did you think about the show being there live? Biggest pop, did it go to Punk? Did it go to Orton or did it go to Jay?
Well, the biggest pop definitely went to Punk because there were a lot of people who were not thinking they were going to see him, yours truly, and still had to, give respect for the fact that he was there. Secondary, of course, was Randy Orton. I will tell you this: Jey Uso had that place rocking when he was on top of that cage. Rhea Ripley, I refuse to call her thickly. Rhea Ripley is super over, which is they put Zoe Stark in a very bad position, really, really bad position. And I respect anybody who says that Randy Orton is the mold of wrestling. So Dice, I say Drew, he says Randy. I can't disagree with that. But if you don't pay attention to what I said Dice. If you didn't pay attention to what Drew did in that match, you're not understanding. That man's storytelling on his face was almost equal to Roman Reigns. He did a very good job of that. Shout out to The Miz. He did a fantastic job as well. He was actually super over. Legado del Fantasma, I want to give a shout out to because he had the crowd going. Also, they were screaming all types of fuck you, screaming to him in Spanish. He was getting a lot of heat for that race shit. And, Mike, you and I talked about that a little last night. And the last person I want to give a shout out to there for being live and feeling the energy they brought out. Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Dirty Dominic.
You have 8 future Hall of Famers in that ring, knowing Randy Orton's coming out, and they still stopped the match. The fans did to chant, "Dom, you suck" at him. Like that was he was just in the cage. That was amazing. But a great show. I dare say I had more fun here than I did SummerSlam.
Nice.
And money well worth it. Mike knows what I'm talking about. So I will say it was a great time. I had a great time. Great pay-per-view.
This is why I now believe in you for WrestleMania. You this trip reconvinced me that I will be in the building at WrestleMania. And I just saw that video. And people, again, this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. It's 100% of work. It's 100%.
Oh, you talking about the Saffron? And you know what? I feel bad because I didn't want to kill my phone battery. There's so many things I want to take a video of. I wanted to take it because Saffron sold the hell out of it. But I think a part of that is a little believable because he really doesn't like CM Punk. He's made that quite clear.
Yeah, of course. But who cares? Who cares?
But I was surprised
WWE
brought him back.
Each other. They put on a great show. Okay.
Who?
Brett and Sean hated each other.
Oh, Brett and Sean did not like each other, but they respected each other.
And worked
Steph and Cody.
out of the ring. Like,
Steph and Cody are not fans of each other. Also,
it's the business, people. You're not gonna like each other. You just gotta do the right thing and do your job.
Also, shout out to EO for that trash can spot because that was crazy. That was a little dangerous.
That was a little dangerous.
That was very dangerous. The only thing that looked more brutal was that Charlotte moonsault to hit the
She kneed her right in the head. She kneed her right in the head. I said, "Oh man, Charlotte."
And then show any kind of remorse. I'm like, "Hello."
No, yes, she did. Yes, she did. She literally she bent over on my. Listen, you're in the stadium. You can't see the camera because it was on TV.
That's possible because you showed me a picture with Damage Control coming out wearing masks, and I didn't see they were wearing masks when they came out.
So
yeah.
Thank you for the show. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
Yep.
Thank you for calling in. Appreciate it. Guys, we have to get up out of here. Make sure you guys check out all the shows on Unpopular Review, Wrestling, Entertainment. We got NXT on Tuesday. We got AEW on Wednesday. This Thursday, we are continuing our 80s theme. And it's my pick.
Universal Pictures presents everything you always wanted to do in high school with everyone you always wanted to do it with. They're the students of Ridgemont High. Brad Hamilton, the fast food king. Charles Jefferson, a man with a mission. Linda Barrett, not exactly the girl next door. See Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's Carrots, y'all. Fast Carrots. If you have not watched Ridgemont High, and we come join us this Thursday night, we're doing finishing up our 80s theme. Next month in December, we're starting our 90s theme, the best movies from the 90s. Don't know what I'm gonna pick. Right
House Party
now.
better be on there.
No, you know what? I like picking things that these suckers gonna be watching, because everybody be wanting to pick stuff everybody like. I might make them watch like X or something just to piss them off. You know what I'm saying? American History X or Goodwill Hunting. You know, something like that. But listen, guys, make sure you guys please again like, follow, subscribe. Please share this if you like it, and if you don't like it, share the shit. All right, what's going on, Eric, my man? It's straight business. It's about a big bag, son. Get the money, man. Show me the dollars. That's what CM Punk is here for. Show me the money. And listen, guys, we're going to get out of here. I don't never do post-wrestling shows anymore, y'all. Those who've been around, y'all know that. It was special for me to come on here and do this today, so I did it. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. Do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God. Legacy is back, and so is CM Punk. I told you, bitches. I fucking told you.
You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact,